Hello, welcome to Dungeon Rollers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, we're reviewing Peter Jackson's first movie, Bad Taste, which is a horror, sci-fi, comedy, action movie. It's more of a action comedy movie, but it gets called horror because of all the gore effects, which look pretty great in the movie. Um, the the story for this movie is G-Men learn that aliens are harvesting New Zealanders for an intergalactic restaurant in this gory horror parody. That's what they had on IMDb, I guess, on Google. Sorry. So this movie, yeah, it's Peter Jackson's first movie. I had a budget of 11,000 US dollars. It stars Peter Jackson as multiple roles, as Minister, Derek, and Robert. Peter O'Hearn as Barry, Mike Mannett as Frank, Terry Potter as Ozzy. You got Ken Hammond as Third Class Alien 6, and Tony Hiles as Coldfinger. Who that is in the movie, I don't know. So the movie is basically like aliens show up, kill everybody. I guess killed everybody in this town off screen. And they take on the form of humans. They're all wearing jeans and blue dress shirts. Our characters go around to investigate the town. See that a civilian gets kidnapped by the aliens, and they decide to go in guns a blazing to save the guy. Where they're all wearing matching I would say SWAT outfits where they have vests and some machine guns. Peter Jackson in the movie, he's supposed to when he's not playing Robert is it Robert? I think it was Robert the alien. He's playing Derek, who's supposed to be the scientist of the team who gets in a gunfight with the aliens. With Uzi, not Uzi. Yeah, no, it was a Uzi. Sorry, for a second I was gonna say Mac 10, but no, it was definitely Uzi. In the movie, for some reason, he's dressed up. He looks like Digibro doing the Harry Potter cosplay. Even he has the red and yellow scarf, the round glasses, very weird. You see him get in the gunfight with the aliens, and it looks like he gets pushed. He falls off a cliff. And based off the special effects, it sounds like his body exploded, right? And half the movie, you just follow the other G-men, right? As they're trying to figure out what to do, and they just decide, fuck it, let's just go in and kill the aliens. Then he comes back in the movie. Turns out he has a huge crack in his skull where where a piece of his brain falls out. So it makes him basically retarded in the movie. He puts the brain back in, goes out, tries to kill more aliens, gets in a shootout. His hat falls off because he uses the hat to keep his skull, that piece of skull intact, right, from not opening up and losing more of his brains. The hat falls off, more of his brain spills out, and then he slips on it, just as fucks it, leaves it, and gets a chainsaw, goes around killing some of the aliens. The near-death third act of the movie, the aliens just turn into their original forms, where they're fat and bulbous looking. I would say, even their ass cheeks pop out from their pants. They have their big bellies pop out of their shirts. They even have fat shoulders that pop out of their clothes. They're very gross looking. Apparently, the reason their head shape is so weird because Peter Jackson had to make sure the sculpt could fit in his mom's oven or some shit. That's how he was making the sculpts, was using oven. Yeah, so the movie I was surprised to find out that the movie is entirely ADR'd because I watched this on BitChute. It's also on YouTube for free. Uh, I was surprised to find out the whole movie was ADR'd because I had a hard time understanding what characters were saying. Because apparently the movie was shot on a camera that didn't have a mic. But eventually, after they showed off the movie to, the New Zealand, movie scene, they were able to get funding for a new camera, uh, with a mic. Apparently, I couldn't tell the difference, to be honest. But well, I guess near the end you can hear the dialogue better. Yeah, so the movie is basically an action comedy with with lots of gross out humor. There's a scene where Peter Jackson as an alien pukes into a bowl, and they're sharing the bowl around for everybody to take a drink out of it. And one of our G-men is there in disguise. He's at the end of the line. The entire time, oh my god, you're just in anticipation, waiting for sorry, in agony, not in agony, just grossing out at the prospect of him drinking this puke. He actually ends up liking it, which I thought was weird. Which I thought was an odd choice, but yeah, he ends up liking it. Yeah. I forgot to mention the movie. Yeah, they're killing the aliens are there killing people, harvesting human bodies to butcher them and then sell it as cheap fast food in their universe or galaxy or whatever. So obviously our main characters have to stop them before they can go back, because once the meat starts selling, and depending on how people the aliens like it, the aliens could come back for more, and wipe out humanity, right? Or we could become a race of cattle, basically. Yeah, so there's a lot of high stakes, and there's the final action scene in the movie is in space, where it turns out I thought the aliens were hiding their ship underneath the house that they were staying at. Well, it turns out the house was the fucking spaceship. And which is weird. It's very there's a scene where one of the guys, Ozzy, has a bazooka and he shoots at this house, and I'm like, oh, that has to be a model, right? You see the house, and it's pretty. There's another gunfight in the house, and the house is pretty fucked up. So it's wow, did they just find an abandoned house and just mess it up? Would like to know what's going on with the backstory with that, because this movie only has $11,000 budget, and everybody had to work for free. So everybody worked for free. It was pretty much family members and friends of Peter Jackson, which I hope they got royalty deals, because this movie is a very it's considered a cult classic. A lot of horror fans love this movie. Despite IMDb only giving it 6.6 out of 10, which that could be the normies fucking this movie up. But yeah, the movie is a little dated. If I were you, if you pick up a DVD copy, I wouldn't get it unless it came with subtitles, because I had a hard time understanding what people were saying in the movie. Maybe you won't, but I don't know. For me, I had trouble, but yeah, the movie. If I were to give it a rating, I would. That's the thing with low budget movies. I tend to give it. I tend to give it not, I wouldn't say higher rating, but an understandable rating, because we all understand, with low budget movies you gotta give it some leeway, right? Unless it's complete garbage, like Godfrey Ho movies, or like the Asylum movies, which I fucking hate the Asylum movies. They can suck my dick. They're fucking garbage. I refuse to see even one Asylum movie. I know I know movie reviewers that watch them because you know they can get like free screeners. Apparently they'll give like anybody like free screeners to their movies. They don't care if you're like a small time YouTube channel, which there was a YouTube channel I used to watch. I forget the name. They did like a lot of tokusatsu stuff, which is like Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, Garo. Oh shit, I'm having a nosebleed right now. It's like God fucking. Yeah, yeah. I think they had like what, like 200 subscribers, and they would just review. They were able to get like Asylum to give them free copies for their movies. Yeah. So like. Yeah, I would say if you're a fan of these low budget movies, what like I am, like one of my favorite movies that came out in like what was it, 2010 was the FP, and that movie had like a budget of $6,000. And I love that movie. It's funny, it had a budget of $6,000, but they were able to get like James Remire and like Clifton Collins Jr.'s to do like bit roles for that movie. Yeah, there's like, as far as I know, there's nobody famous in this movie. Besides from Peter Jackson, who does, I would say, a great role, great job. Like especially near the end, his character was pretty funny. Like I'm not gonna lie. he just goes like ape shit. He just goes ape shit, and his friends are like, "Oh fuck, doing," or like are running away from him because they think he's gonna chase them with the chainsaw. Which there's like a Shining reference. There's a lot of shaky cam in the movie, which reminded me of Evil Dead. Like you could, like obviously this movie was inspired by Evil Dead. Like, and the second movie there that Peter Jackson did, what was it called? Brain Dead? Let me double check. Oh my god, they're just I fucking hate Google. They're just showing me like. They're just showing me his Lord of the Rings movies. Like, God, can you show me, like, give me a list of all of his movies, assholes? Like, Brain Dead, yeah, 1992. Which, it also, pretty sure that had, like, an alternate ending. Not alternate ending, alternate title. What was the alternate title? I can't remember. Was it Brain Damage, or was that another movie? I don't know. If you haven't seen Brain Dead, that's another good movie. There's a great scene where the main character uses a lawnmower to kill like a horde of zombies. Something straight out of Dead Rising. Alright, that's all I gotta say for this review. I'm gonna try to review another movie today. I'm thinking of reviewing this movie called Perfume, The Scent of a Murderer. I don't know. It sounded like, it could be a good movie. Yeah, because I'm sorry I've been putting out a lot of weeb stuff lately. I'm gonna try to put out more like movie reviews, horror movie reviews, stuff like that. All right.